Let me tell you how I started affiliate marketing from scratch. It is not the way I would do today, but back then I had no knowledge about it at all. I was told that Amazon had something called Amazon Associates and that I could sign up for it for free, and then I could use a special link and share products and make money. And that sounded good to me. So I have here the first trace of when I started, when they made a move over of what I had earned in the first quarter of 2000. I think I started either in 1997 or 1998 before Amazon changed their system, their report system. I could see dates from 1998 at least. So I've been an affiliate for a long, long time, but as you can tell, this is probably the first earning I really made on Amazon, and it was nothing to write home about. $10.31. That was being left over for the next month. And I even here for this store, I have an unpaid balance, which may come later this month. I'm not sure when it will get paid out or if they need a certain limit. This is how I started. And Amazon can be a great way to start as an affiliate because you can add links to your blog, for example. You don't even have to write specifically reviews about products. You can write an article where you mention things you use from Amazon and then just have a link to it. I've also seen YouTubers do this when they have those food channels. They share what they're using, the bowls, the kitchen gadgets, all that, and then they have links to buy on Amazon. So that's a great way, but unfortunately, I think back then we earned around 10% or maybe more for each item that was sold, but today it's very low. It depends on which item we're talking about. Some of them go down to 2-3%. So the way I make affiliate money today is different, but I promised a step by step about how I did. And my first real money making income step was reselling this product called the bat from the company Rid Labs. And that was around the year 2000. I remember we got the bat in 1999 and then talked about it all the time, and people said, why don't you sell it? So I went to check Rid Labs homepage, and here I found it from 2000. I'm going to zoom in a bit here. So we checked, and there was nothing called affiliates back then. Even Amazon's program was called associates, not affiliates. Rid Labs had a partners program. You could earn back then 10% if you just had a link on your page. But I think when we asked them to resell their product, I think they only had this dealer version down here. Let me zoom. Oops, that was not zoom in, that was zoom out. Let's see. Well, big enough, I think. So to become a dealer, we had to contact them, and it cost several $100s to become a dealer. But after that, then we had the right to sell directly to customers, which we did. And then we paid once a month for the licenses we had sold. And we paid only a fraction of the price. I think from memory we earned 65% for each license we sold. So this was kind of an affiliate program. It was called a dealer, and you had to buy into it to become an affiliate. But that worked a lot for us. In fact, it was thanks to this program that we survived our first year after we had moved to another country in 2000. After that, I was pretty lucky here because every time we sold a license, and we were mentioned on Readlab's page, so if people from France and Denmark came to Readlabs and wanted to buy, they saw our names there as dealers, and then they contacted us and sent us a check for the license, and we then distributed the license number for the product, and people used it. Very often it happened that people lost this number and contacted me again and said, please, can you send me a new number? And then I had to find what number I had given them and stuff like that. And it became a lot of work after some time. So instead of just having to check online if this person really had bought, etc., I started to gather all their names and emails in a list so I could contact them and so I could quickly look up if they had paid or not. And that list became the start, in fact, of a really well-functioning affiliate process, because I started to give them tips about the BAT and how to use it, because the BAT is a program you can send emails with, receive email with, but it's also a bit complicated to use. You can use it as a simple program, but you can also use the more complex version of it, which really can save you a lot of time. I still use it today, so that's a proof. So I gave tips to our customers through this email list, and that all started the thing. They started to trust me, and they started to contact me when they had questions about the BAT, and even some of them had things they had tried that worked, and they gave those tips to me. So there was a contact there with a lot of communication, and some of those users, they used other programs as well. One of them contacted me because he wanted to buy a program, I've forgotten the name. I think it was like you have the Explorer in Windows where you can see all your files and folders, and it was a more complex version of that for Windows, and he wanted to buy a license, and he asked if he could buy it through me, and I said not yet, but let me contact the vendor of it, the creator of it, and that's how I then became an affiliate of that program, even though back then affiliate programs didn't really exist. So now you may see a pattern already in how I went step by step through my integration into affiliate marketing. I started out with what I used. Back in 1998, I had started using Amazon because books were very expensive where I lived, so I would buy them on Amazon and get them delivered to us. And Readlabs, the BAT, was a program I used myself and talked a lot about, so it was also a natural next step to start selling it to people. And then it went step by step from there. I encountered other programs, and now since our users of the BAT had asked us if we could provide links to it and sell them through us, that got me inspired to ask all kinds of vendors if they had an affiliate program or if they could make it, and a lot of them could. There were some that were really troublesome. You had to send them a check, and they would send by snail mail a code back, and then I could deliver it to the customer and stuff like that. But it all worked out, and that's how I made a living back then. Before I started to create my own books and info products, I lived as an affiliate. I'm still an affiliate, but now it's more like a side hustle for me. So, and I can't tell you from the year where I started really to sell, year 2000 and up to now, how much I've made, because I have no tracks of it anymore. I've lost computers that crashed. I don't have the same PayPal account anymore because I moved to another part of the world. I used to live in Europe, now I don't. I live in Asia. So all that does, sadly, I cannot trace how much I've made over the years, but I can tell you that last year, as a side hustle, I made over $10,000 just from affiliate marketing. And it's not something that takes me a lot of extra time because I already have what I use of products, and I just tell people about it. So it's no extra time, it's just extra money. So this is how I got started step by step and got into affiliate marketing. You cannot follow the same route, luckily for you, because it was a lot of struggle back then and it cost money to buy into a program, as you can see. But today you can still start with what you already own. Go look for an affiliate program. For example, yesterday I started to use a new product that I can speak to and it will turn it into text. And the first thing I did after finding out that this was really good was to go to their homepage and look for the name affiliate or partner. And I found it, and then I requested to become an affiliate. I haven't gotten a reply yet because I requested last night. So it sometimes takes a few days, sometimes it's instant. That depends on the program. But this is how I got started from scratch, and this is how you can start from scratch. Just go with what you have and get started, and good luck.